Hi, I'm the tabletop teacher, and I have a brick of X-Men Xavier's school for us to preview. I want to thank the wonderful people at WizKids for sending me this. This is going to be a fun set of discovery for me, as from what I've seen so far, there are many characters I'm unfamiliar with. It's one of the things I love about Heroclix, the discovery. In the first booster, we find Mindy Cuckoo, Rusty, Mercury, Oya, and Icarus. As I said, pardon my comic book ignorance, but discovery. Let's take a closer look at the rare Icarus here. For 50 points, I really like this guy. If he rolls a 10 or more on his attack, damage dealt is penetrating, that's the first trait. And the second one is the X-Student trait, that two other characters from this booster actually have. If the attack roll of this character or of an adjacent friendly character includes one die that lands on a 5, looks like an X, clever, you can modify one target's defense by -1. Add that to the charge that ignores characters for movement, willpower when he uses charge, with Quake and Super Senses, that's a great first click. In the second booster, we get number 1 in the set, Cyclops, along with Artie, Mystique, Magneto, and Gateway. I really like this Gateway guy. He can carry up to 8 characters, and if he shares a keyword with them, they can be flyers or even be battle furied. That might not seem like a big deal, but it actually is. Carrying a flyer or a character that has battle fury that doesn't have willpower will offer your team new possibilities. They do have to share a keyword, and this action will end your turn if you're carrying 2 or more characters, but still, Gateway is going to prove very useful on a first turn. The probability control on top of this is a great perk. In booster number 3, we find Moira McTaggart, Husk, Skids, Leech, and Brew. And that was a student ID card for Chamber we quickly saw there. Brew has the same X-Student trait Icarus has. Playing him at 50 points will give him a stop click with Charge, Blades, Battle Fury, and Exploit Weakness. Wouch! And since he's tiny, he's easy to carry around on the first clicks for some useful outwit. In the fourth booster, there's an X-Trainee and an X-Student, Karma, Kitty Pryde, and a rare Professor X. Ooh, I really like this one. Traded Leadership and Perplex, although only to target another friendly character with the X-Men keyword, but that's alright, Professor X should be in an X-Men theme team anyway, right? He allows you to include one student ID card on your force without paying its cost. But the real kicker is his crazy mind control variant. When Professor X uses mind control as a range action, he targets all opposing characters within his 8 range, regardless of line of fire. That's mind control through walls, characters, elevation, breaking stealth, anything. The mind-controlled characters won't be allowed to make attacks, but just moving them around can seriously disrupt your opponent's strategy. I love it. In the fifth booster, we get a guy whose name I'm not sure I can pronounce correctly with my French accent. Skids, Iceman, Penance, who's going to be amazing with Gateway by the way, and Fat. This guy has a headline trait like the ones we saw back in Deadpool and X-Force, without the special headlines card. This gives him a headline token when he hits 1 or more opposing characters. Those tokens are used by his special attack power, which gives him a giant reach of 2, and the possibility to further that reach by the number of headline tokens. This should work well with his charge. His other trait activates at the beginning of your turn. You roll a d6, and depending on the result, one of his values will go down 1, but all the others will go up 1. This should be a fun character to play. Pretty hot and tempting. In booster number 6, we get Prime Moira McTaggart, Artie, Jean Grey, Kitty Pryde, and Chamber. Cool, we pulled his student ID card earlier. He's got the Generation X trait that allows him to move up to 5 squares and then make a close attack. A poison trait that deals penetrating damage to opposing characters with a lower point value, and lots of great powers. I really like this guy. As a call-in with the ID card, this means you get options of using an 11 penetrating attack with knockback or Force Blast, and enhancement. Nice. In the 7th booster, it would seem we have a little packaging error here. 2 copies of Cinch, but I guess one of them was supposed to be Husk, since I have the card for her here. We also have Jubilee, Mondo, and a rare Banshee. Oh, Banshee is a headmaster. That gives him the same trait Professor X had, Leadership, Perplex variant, and free student ID card. Whoa, he starts with Running Shot and Pulse Wave. Watch out. His special power only kicks in on the second click. It gives an action token to an opposing character Banshee hit with the range attack, but only if that opposing character has fewer points than Banshee. And again with some Force Blast here, nice. Booster number 8 holds a common and an uncommon Cyclops, Beast, Mystique, and super rare Kid Gladiator. That is some defense he has there. He is impervious and is protected from Outwit unless the Outwit comes from a higher point character. He's got the ex-student trait we've seen before, and another trait that's really interesting. If he knocks out an opposing character, he'll get a +1 to his combat values until another friendly character knocks out an opposing character. So if you leave him the final clicks on every opposing character, you could have him with a +1 to all combat values for the whole game after knocking out a first character. Wouch, love it. In the 9th booster, a student ID card for M, Marvel Girl, an ex-student, Hellion, uncommon Beast, and a rare Storm. She is absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful sculpt. 50 points, starts with telekinesis and willpower. I already like that a lot. She's a headmaster as well, and her special speed power allows her to carry up to 3 characters that have the X-Men keyword. And the range combat expert sidestep energy shield deflection combo on clicks 2 and 3 is great. This is a lot of value for 50 points. Fantastic. And one last chance for a chase, booster number 10, we get another Marvel Girl, Phoebe Cuckoo, Cinch, Jean Grey, and a super rare Magic. Wow, would you look at that. Great starting values along with Invincible, Exploit Weakness, and Penetrating Psychic Blast, so she can deal penetrating damage either way. Nice. The Mystic's team ability and a fantastic special speed power. You roll a d6 and place magic up to that many squares away. That's a free action. Wow. Her new mutant trait will allow another new mutant to heal her 1 click at the beginning of your turn, but you won't be able to make attacks for the rest of the turn. Mind you, this is not a costed action, so if you have a team of characters with this trait, and we only pulled Karma in this brick, gonna need more, you could use a turn to move friendly characters adjacent and have them heal one another. Cool. She has a trait that's going to be challenging for the controlling player, though. She has Steal Energy, that's good, but if she knocks out an opposing character, chances are high you'll have to deal her 1 unavoidable damage. Still, she's on one of my teams for sure. Well, that was a great brick. These characters seem like a lot of fun, and it feels like there's a lot of synergy to these traits and special powers. Missing a couple of commons, I think this is the first time this has happened since I've been opening bricks on camera. I'll have to trade for Iceman and Celeste Cuckoo. Missing 2 uncommons and the Prime Magneto. 7 rares is what I often see in a brick. I'm really happy with some of those pulls. 3 super rares, no chase. This is a very nice brick. A lot of fun characters in this set. Can't wait to try them out. This is what the rarity distribution was like in this brick. Is there a character you're hoping for in your pulls? Well, share your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Tabletop Teacher, support the channel through Patreon, and as always, thanks for unboxing with me.